2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
Yo, what's going on? What's poppin'? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So listen, I'm going to tell you how you can get a woman obsessed with you. How you get a girl. What's going on? What's really be feeling you, right? So
what's going on, everybody? www.themanmindset.com. It's your boy, the Dean. Class is in session. You know what, guys? What I want to talk to you guys today about is attraction. And the thing for a lot of you guys is that you think you get a pass straight to attraction when you meet it. That's not going to happen. In order to do that, guys, you have to make sure you get curiosity.
The following is rated TV MALSV. It contains strong language. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Welcome to the Dating Advice Hour with your hosts, Mr. Locario and Steve the Dean Williams. This show will teach you how to keep conversations going, how to be more attractive, more confident, more masculine, how to be better at knowing what to say to a woman, and have a more satisfied dating and sex life. Mr. Locario is the bad boy of the dating game. Badboymembership.com is where you can go to step up your game, as Mr. Locario provides you with detailed step-by-step dating advice, audio, video tutorials every month. Steve the Dean Williams has been teaching men about dating, sex, and manhood for over 25 years. From building yourself to having the perfect marriage. His website is www.themanmindset.com. The call-in number is 515-605-9373. That's 515-605-9373. Take it away, guys.
All right, what's going on, Mr. Locario? Sorry for the late start. What's up with you, fam? What's good with you, man?
Chilling. What's going on? What's popping? What's the deal?
Can't call it. It's another day chilling, talking, and helping these guys out with information, man. Guys, y'all want to call in? The number is 515-605-9373. That's 515-605-9373. Mr. Locario, tell them about yourself real quick, sir.
Yeah, what up, people? So you guys, as usual, make sure you check me out at badboymembership.com to get on the Bad Boy membership, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Also, make sure you guys go to mrlocario.com to get tickets to the Truth About the Game seminar happening April 14th. So make sure you get your tickets for that. Yeah, man. So that's what's up.
All right, guys, www.themanmindset.com, guys. And don't forget to check us out tonight at 7 o'clock p.m. East tonight for a second show. So we have here, we start a little late, so we're going to get into it. Mr. Locario, do you go first or do I? Who's up?
You can go first.
All right, let me go ahead and read the first one. It's kind of a long one, but anyway, oh my God, it's kind of long, but I'll kind of sum this shit up. It's a lot of, okay. Met this girl online. I honestly didn't even know that she liked me. We talked for a little while. She really wanted to go out. It ended around 11:30 p.m., which to me was a pretty long date. I went on a lot of dates. And some of them afterwards wasn't the best. This is probably one of the best dates I ever had. Although the date almost, wait, let me see. And throughout the date, almost everything we were doing, she seemed like she had interest in me at some point. I'm just summing this shit up because it's going into fucking paragraphs and shit. Okay. All right. Now he's taking her home. It's very late. It's 11:30 p.m. Let's see here. Okay. Here we go. Let's get to the end of the question. Okay. At the end, we hugged each other for a little while. She kissed me on the cheek first, and I kissed her on the cheek. The fact of the exchange of the kiss and cheek happened pretty quickly. She did it first before she headed off and said, "Text me when you get home," kind of thing. It made me think there wouldn't be any kissing on the lips. All right. Okay. Hold on. Let me just get to the fun question. I've been texting her today. I'm sorry. I've been texting her today and she's slow in responding. Still texting me back and everything, but maybe because she was busy or something. She's so try not to make a big deal if she doesn't seem super quick in responding to the things that I text her prior to her response. Let's see here. We talked briefly about the date, which we both had a great time, let each other know, and I asked her if we're going out again towards the end of the week. She responded, "Well, I'll let you know soon." So after that, okay, so after all of that, what is your view on this? Between the girl kissing you on the cheek on the first date, how quickly she wanted to go out with me before we got to know each other, me picking her up at her house, and what the texting is like after the first date. Do I have a chance with this woman? Sorry for the long email, but this, I mean, man, dude, come on, go. It's you, damn. Well, fam.
Look, this dude, he just needs to accept the fact that it ain't gonna work with this chick, and that he needs to step his game up. You feel what I'm saying? Because, dude, you know, if you get a kiss on the cheek, that right there is the sign. That's getting into friend zone category. That's getting into I'm not really trying to fuck with you category. Then on top of that, didn't he say like he tried to set another date and she was like, "Oh, I don't know. I'll see. I'll see if that'll happen." You know, it's kind of like she's on that wishy-washy stuff, but it's wishy-washy because she's not feeling the dude.
Yes.
And the thing is, if she kissed you on the cheek, see, this is what guys are gonna understand, right? You want to always put yourself in a position, or I should say, even put her in a position to where she has to show or display some type of interest sexually. So what I mean is that you have to be in a situation where, let's say, for example, in this situation, he get the kiss on the cheek. You can say to that girl, "Hey, hold on. You know, I'm not your little brother. I'm not your friend. Don't be giving me no kiss on the cheek. Come here and kiss me on my lips." You understand what I'm saying? So you see how compliant she is with that, and that will show you how interested she is in you. In fact, doing that might even get her interested in you because it's showing how assertive you are about, you know, getting sexual or whatever and getting a kiss. Now, I'm not saying don't ever like force yourself on no chick or whatever when I'm talking about this. I'm talking about just putting yourself in position to where you see if she's into you sexually. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so that's the thing that guys need to know, because right now he's just sort of on some friend zone-y type of, you know, like soft beta male type of vibe, and she's not really feeling it. You feel what I'm saying? Because ain't no girl just kissing you on the cheek, and then all of a sudden when you say, "Hey, let's get together again," she's like, "Oh, we'll see." That's low interest type of stuff. But what's your thoughts on that though?
Well, it seemed like Mr. Carr, seemed like he was looking at this like some type of television show where getting a kiss on the cheek meant that he was close to getting some ass. And I think what a lot of guys understand, he's further away from getting the ass and even getting it close. Matter of fact, his chances of getting ass were greater before he picked her up.
Right.
So here's my thing. I always tell guys, when you are on the phone with a woman, you've got to take the assertive route and you've got to set up the date. If you notice here, he wasn't the one that said, "Let's go out and do something." She was the one that took over and said, "Let's go do something." Okay. That to me is the beginning of the end, because I always believe when you're first talking to somebody, if we're on the phone, I'm establishing the date on that first phone conversation. If we begin texting after the third text, Mr. Locario, I'm setting up the date. The key word here is I am setting things up. Mm-hmm. Set anything up. And a lot of guys understand this. Just because you exchange information with a woman does not mean that she likes you. That she is attracted to you. Mm-hmm. She may like you, but she's not attracted to you.
Right.
And that's where a lot of guys go wrong. They think just because she's going out with you that you have a shot. Yeah, you have a shot of being her friend when you're doing this. You have a shot of being her chauffeur. You have a shot of paying her rent and being a shoulder to cry on. Of course you have those things, because Her kissing you on the cheek, because again, let me being honest here. You were boring. And the fact that you were boring, she showed you at the end of the date, because again, you started off with he started off with no initiative, Mr. Locario. Ended with no initiative because she kissed him on the cheek.
Right.
There was nothing in between about I hugged her. I was showing that. Again, this is what a lot of guys do, and this is what I call the kite mentality, Mr. Locario. Wherever the wind blows, that's how a kite is going to move. A lot of these guys wait for life to happen to them. They wait for women to make the move, like she did, asking for the date. Then she kissed him. So then you expect the even worse thing is the last thing I want to say, Mr. Locario. Why do you even bring up the date in a message after you had the date? Why bring up something that's already happened? Why? Well, it was a great time we had it. Why? You know why? Because there's nothing special about you to move forward. Mr. Locario, you know the rule of the game.
Right.
Back, because you ain't going that way. You know what? We went on our date. It happened. Now, if she brings it up, sure, I'm going to say something, but I never do it. But yet he did, Mr. Locario. He brought it up. What's your take on that, man?
Right. I was just about to say that too. I was about to say that the woman's usually the one that brings it up. You know what I'm saying? Because she should be the one like, oh my God, I had such a good time, blah, blah, blah. I want to see you again, all this other stuff. And, it just his whole vibe was like, like you said, he had that boring vibe, and she showed him that it was boring. Because again, women are going to respond to you based off of how you're acting. That's what I keep trying to tell guys. So if you're acting in a way that's extremely friendly, extremely platonic, extremely boring, she's going to respond to you in that way. You know what I'm saying? If you're being a guy who's assertive, who's masculine, who's sexual, whatever, she's going to respond to you in that way. Now, the responses of how she responds to you isn't always going to be what you want, because you can be very, dominant, masculine, sexual, or whatever in those situations, and she still could respond by showing you she doesn't want to be sexual with you, but at least she's responding to that. You see what I'm saying? So now because his question really is, do I have a shot at seeing her again? You should already know if you're going to be able to see a chick again. That's the thing that, what I'm saying, that guys understand. Like, when you leave that chick, you should already basically know, 90-something% that you're going to be able to see this chick again. You understand? Because when you leave that girl, she should be left in a certain state. You understand? She should be left in a state of, damn, like I'm really excited. I want to make this happen again. But if you're leaving her and you're guessing how she's feeling, you understand, or even how she felt on a date, then you haven't really done what you did. You understand? So whenever I leave a chick, I know whether if she's really trying to make something go down, or she's going in that direction, or if she's going in the direction of, oh, I don't know, I'm not trying to do this or whatever, but I already know where it's at. You see what I mean? Based off of how I'm coming at the situation, and also based off of how she's responding to the situation. You see what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt. And again, you're being assertive, and a lot of these guys are not assertive because they're scared. They're a woman scared of the situation. So when that stuff kind of happens, that's what happens. But anyway, you got it, fam. It's on you, bro.
All right, so this one says, oh man, it's funny. Okay, this guy says, I feel like women have the power in the relationship. Us men have to do all of the work. We have to approach them and take them out, spend money on them, and then these women have all the power to just reject us. What's the point of all of this if we have to do all the work? What does the woman have to do? It seems like she doesn't have to do anything, and I'm sick of it. I'm thinking about going MGTOW because none of this makes sense, and it's just a waste of time. Be honest. What is the point of even getting with women in this day and age? All right, so Steve, what's your thoughts on that?
Let's take the first few sentences that he said about women at one at a time. Can you just read those? What did he say about
He said us men have to do all the work. We have to approach them.
Stop. Yes. Okay. Right. Yes. Okay. What's the next one?
Then he says, what's the point of all this if we have to do all the work?
So you're saying, okay, most men have to do all the work, and you said the women. What were the three things? What was he saying? He said the most men have to do all the work, and whatever.
We got to approach them, take them out, spend money on them, and then they have the power to reject us. That's what he said.
Hey, welcome to life. Welcome to the real world. I would say for this guy right here is that the best thing for him to do is go MGTOW.
Right.
I would tell him to go that way, because this is the same guy. Okay, you got two types of guys. Miss Locario. You got the one guy that says, okay, Miss Locario, I need help with women. I don't know what I'm doing. And by watching your videos and stuff, I see you know what you're doing. So I need all the help I can get. I'm ready to humble myself and follow. Just show me what I need to do. Okay. You got that group. Okay.
Right.
But then you got this group here. You got the guys that they do two or three things. They'll go on your videos and they'll talk about what you're wearing. They'll talk about your lifestyle. They'll talk about things that have nothing to do with the video.
Right.
And third, they will complain about women. And when you're doing that, that means you're absolutely right. You don't belong here. Because even though everything he's saying is correct, what the fuck does that have to, excuse my language, but what the fuck does that have to do with you talking to a woman and getting ass from her? It is like that. That's how life is built up. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. Mr. Cario, when we ran in this game, we never made the rules up.
Right.
The rules were the rules, but we were taught that even though the rules are the rules, and phone caller will bring you in 1 second. Even though we were taught the rules were the rules, we were also taught what, and I hate using the word, but the game. See, when you learn about yourself, because this is someone who doesn't know who he is.
Right.
You learn about yourself, then what you can find are loopholes that don't cheat the game, but gives you more an advantage with women. Yes, women have all these advantages because everyone's trying to fuck her. So if she's the thing that everyone's trying to fuck, she has what is known the high ground until she meets an alpha or an assertive man. Problem with this guy is this: he didn't lose. He doesn't lose when he talks to the woman. He doesn't lose when he's approaching her. He doesn't lose when he's getting out of his house. He loses when he wakes up every morning. Because every morning he is making excuses why he shouldn't do it. You see, Mr. Locario, because a lot of people fail so much, it's easy to make an excuse to fail. It's easy because they're so used to failing. It's easy to say, okay, well, women are always doing this and women always do that. Why do I? Well, then I asked the question, Mr. Locario, before I throw it to you. What's so special about you where she doesn't have to do that? You know what I'm saying? What's so great about you that she doesn't have to do all the things that you say that women do? Why you can't answer that question? Because there's nothing special about you. And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to kiss their asses, take them out on dates, cupcake them, bend over backwards and give them your spine, because women are not attracted to weak-minded individuals. Mr. Locario, you got it, sir.
Yeah, and also, too, I think what happens is the reason why a lot of these guys have this perspective is because they don't have game, or the game is weak. Because look, what you got to understand is when your game is on point, when you're on point with what you're doing, right? A lot of this comes a little bit more easier to you, meaning that what happens is you almost feel like you're like you have like some sort of superpower because of the knowledge you have.
Yes.
Because knowing what to do gives you that advantage, gives you that edge.
Yes.
And to the point where you're getting in situations where you're like, damn, you know, I got this girl here, that girl here, that girl here. So your whole perspective is different. It's almost like you can't relate, because even when I hear a lot of MGTOWs and stuff say, oh, these girls do this and these girls do that, and I'm just like, dude, I don't know what you're talking about, bro, because the girls I'm messing with,
they don't do that to us.
You feel what I'm saying? Like everything I'm doing with these chicks, because of course I run into chicks who's gonna be on some bullshit, but when I notice they're on some bullshit, I kick them to the curb. If they on some nonsense, I kick them to the curb. So I don't even have, there's no time where they even get to do the nonsense that they're complaining about. You see what I'm saying? So he's saying, damn, well, I got to do all the work. I got to reframe how you're looking at it. You know what I'm saying? So if you're thinking, damn, I got to do all the work, right? That means you're really doing it wrong, because you're thinking I have to do all of this stuff to get her to like me, instead of reframing it and saying, look, I'm giving this woman the opportunity to show me if she's worth my time. You feel what I'm saying? But again, dudes don't want to see it that way. They always want to see it as, oh, I got this, I got to make this happen, I got to make that happen. And it's because they're so thirsty to make something happen, because they're not getting the responses they want from women. You see what I mean? And since they're not getting the responses they want from women, then it turns into this thing where, oh, I'm doing all of this stuff for her and I'm not getting anything in return, instead of doing things for you, seeing if this chick, you know what I'm saying, is on point to fuck with you, and then see if she's on point to follow your program and then keep it pushing in that direction. You see what I'm saying? So it's just a different way of seeing it and a different way of doing it. And that's going to bring you the results that you want. You see what I'm saying?
Well, and at 631, we'll bring it in 1 second. I just want to say, if it was that easy, Mr. Locario,
right,
everybody would be fucking.
Right.
Again, it's easy once you get the tools from the individual who knows what you want. But right now, your world is flat thinking is the reason why I would tell you to go MGTOW, because I would hate to see someone take advantage of you. Let's be honest.
Right.
As soon as she sees you, she's gonna, and I'm not trying to be mean and I'm not trying to be rude and disrespectful. I'm just gonna say some real ass shit. Okay, I just want to say that real quick. This is not me coming from me. I'm just telling you what they say about guys like this. That you are weak, you are soft, you're a sucker, and you're gonna be her bitch. And that's the truth. And we're trying to avoid that happening. So that's why I would tell that guy right there,
right,
because if you get in the game, which I hate to use that word, they're gonna eat you up and spit you out. So, Mr. Carr, we got a phone call.
All right.
Let's go ahead and grab that. Area code 631. You're on. What's your name? What's your question, sir? What's up?
What's going on, bro? How you? I got a small problem. Every time I date a chick, the ones that I like, it's always like dragged out for months. And the girls I don't care about, I always end up hitting. And those are usually the married ones, the ones with friends. Like, this is crazy. I just got a relationship for 3 years, so I don't know if the game has changed over the years, but this is getting out of hand right now.
Mr. Carr, you could go first on that one, sir.
So you said that the women that you want to get with, it takes a long time to get with them, and then you saying that you getting with all these other girls that you don't really want. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
And what are you doing with these girls that you really like that's taking a long time? Like what's happening with them? Why do you think it's taking a long time to get with them?
I have no idea. Everything goes good. Like, I take them out, we go on dates, we go on like 2 dates, everything goes smooth. But when I get them to the crib, there's always some mix up. Like,
and the girl and the other chicks you was talking about that you smashed, the married ones and all that other stuff. Do you take them out on dates and do a lot of other stuff?
Never. I never even take them out. Not even once.
And there goes the answer. Flip that shit around, or do what you're doing with the girls that you fucking with the other girls. See, you just said The ones that's taking a long time, you're taking them out on dates, you're doing all this extra stuff. And see, this is what guys got to understand. A lot of times when you go down the specific route of going on dates, whining and dining, doing all the other stuff, sometimes women, they put you in those categories of a guy who could be on some boyfriend material stuff, a guy that they want to take it slow with, because you're displaying yourself as that, versus the other women that you just smash and you saying, yo, I'm just going through them and running through them, and she's married, so I'm gonna just smash her here and there. You have a different energy towards them, which is why you're getting sex. So that same energy you have towards those girls you're having sex with, have that same energy towards the ones that it's taking a long time with. Stop taking them on all these dates. It's not saying that you can't go on one date, you know what I'm saying? Maybe take them out for a drink real quick, but generally you want to have more of a sexual energy straight off with those type of chicks, because that's when it's going to happen faster with those girls. You see what I'm saying? But Steve, what's your thoughts on that?
All right. Hey, 631. This is the honor circle. Okay. The first off, let me tell you, the game has never changed. It's changed for you. Number one. Okay. And I'm only basing this off of your behavior. Okay. And I'm gonna tell you why you're the problem, and this is why it's going on. Number one, the fact that you said that you like these girls, okay? You like these women, number one. That's strike one. Because the fact that you like these women, that means you're trying to get them to like you. And I don't want a woman to like me at all. You're trying to get her to like you, and that's what's happening. They're liking you. And when they like you, that doesn't mean they want to fuck you, doesn't mean they want to suck your dick. That means they want to hang out with you because you're a great friend, a nice brother, you're a good guy, you're a great person to talk to, you're warm, caring, and all that other stuff. Then the next thing you do is you take them out to dinner. You take them out. Why? Will you tell me, give me one reason why you take these women out? Why? Is it because you're trying to impress them?
I'm gonna tell you.
Huh?
I'm gonna tell you right now. One of the girls I'm dealing with, she's a virgin. She's a church girl. So I'm not going to just invite her to the crib. I invite her to the crib just to drink, to chill. We'll make dinner at the crib, to chill. But she always flops on that. But every time
well, she okay. Wait, sir.
She want to go out.
Sir, you're a stranger. I mean, I listen. When you're saying you take him out, you say you take him out to dinner and stuff. Am I correct?
Yeah, dinner, movies, regular.
So that's regular, but that's regular cake ass shit. Why are you taking? Okay, why are you taking a motherfucker out to dinner and movies and stuff? Number one, you taking them out to dinner. You guys don't know how to talk or hold a conversation long enough to persuade her to want to sleep with you, because it's showing already. You've taken her out to dinner and she ain't trying to fuck you. So that's telling me right there that your mouthpiece is off. You taking her to a movie, strike number two. What are you doing? Just sitting there in the dark, watching a moving picture and not talking to each other. And then you wonder why these women don't want to do anything. The reason I think all this is happening to you, big guy, is because I think when you're dealing with the easy chicks that you don't do these things with, you're dealing with women that you feel are probably out of your league, or you feel that you got to do a little bit more to impress them. And that's the problem. The game is not changed. It is your behavior, sir.
I hear you.
Miss Locario, you got something on that, fam?
No, I agree with you on that, where you're saying that, you know, part of it could be that he feels there's something better about these chicks. You know what I'm saying? Where he got to do all this extra stuff because you said one of the girls is a virgin, but just because she's a virgin, I think you're thinking you have to do extra stuff in order to make it, you know, things happen with her. Like you got to sort of like warm her up to the idea of sex. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not that, you know, that needs to be done. All that needs to be done is that you first have to become that guy who is letting the girls that you're dealing with know that this is all you want. Just like the ones that you're smashing, that's how you're coming at them. See, you're being two different dudes. One dude, when you're smashing these chicks, you're being that guy who wants to smash. The other guy is the guy who's taking girls out on dates and doing all of that other stuff. And that's why it's not happening with those other chicks. You see what I'm saying? You have to be in that same type of mode with all the girls if you're trying to smash all of them. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it is.
Hey, Miss Locario, you know, and that's funny. he brings up the word virgin. Big dog. Do you think a virgin is a virgin in the mouth and a virgin in the ass? Do you know some girls,
definitely.
right? Some girls want to maintain their virginity, but they will suck a dick and let you fuck them in the ass just to do that. I'm not trying to be fun, be serious. But the thing is this: when you get with the ones you like, the biggest mistake that you guys are doing, you're putting them on a pedestal. Why do you think dinner? Why do you think dinner in the movie's gonna want to get her to suck your dick or fuck you? Why do you think that, 631?
I'm saying. Well, I work with this girl, so
that's straight
outside of work.
That's straight too.
What?
Why are you fucking with? Why are you
outside of work?
Oh, sir. Okay.
Have a chance of doing something or warming her up to see another side. So,
all right. Have you ever heard of this new movement called Me Too? This is movement going on. That's why. Right. Well, that's why we trying to tell you guys don't shit and eat in the same place. Leave these fucking women alone at your job. Don't try to fuck her at your job because you know what? I don't want you to lose your job over someone you ain't going to. Listen, here's the bottom line. You're not going to get this girl's pussy. So you might as well throw her ass back in the seat. Why? 2 reasons. Number 1, you don't know yourself. Number 2, your conversation skills are bad. Number 3, your dating habits are terrible. Number 4, you don't know what to do with her if you had the opportunity because it already shows that you took her. Let me get this straight. You took her on a date. You took her to the movies and all that other stuff. And what? She just said, thank you, gave you a hug, huh? 631?
Basically, yeah.
Of course. Hey, of course she did, dog. Because that's what they do. Listen, while you taking her on a date, while you taking her on the movies, you know who she's thinking about right now? An asshole like Mr. Locario. The asshole that said to her, hey, look, you know what? I'm not taking you on a date. I'm not taking you to the movies. If you want to go on a date to the movies, well, because, I just want to feel special and I want a guy to take me. Well, look, in this Mr. Car, I'm using Mr. Hey, yo, I'm the bad boy right real quick. Hey, if you want to go on a date with somebody, you go on a date with that sucker. When you get done with that, you call me when you're ready to fuck or do something else. And you know what, 631? She's going to go on those dates with you because she wants a nice guy to make her feel special, but she wants a bad boy to split her cheeks open. Mr. Locario, what you got on that, fam?
Now, real talk. That's what it is. Remember, these chicks want to have sex. Even that girl who's a virgin, at some point, she's not going to be a virgin. You feel what I'm saying? So she's going to want to have sex at some point. So it could be with you, but again, it's about how you are coming at the situation. You see what I mean? It's always how you're coming at the situation. Remember, women follow your lead no matter what you're doing. You understand? And they're either following it consciously or subconsciously, but it's basically both. Where what I'm saying is that if you lead in a way where it's leading to sex, you understand? That's most likely where it's going to go. If you're leading in the way where it's leading to, hey, we're going to hang out and take it slow and do all this other stuff, that's where it's going to go. They're just following your lead. You see what I mean? A woman, she's seeing who you are, and then based off of who you are, that's how she's acting. She's like, oh, this guy's an alpha male. He's sexual. He's trying to make shit happen. He's turning me on. Okay, I'm going to fuck this guy. Oh, this guy's taking it slow. He's going to be on this stuff. He's going to be on that stuff. He's acting like this way. Okay, I'm going to take it slow with him. You see what I mean? I'm going to be this girl to him based off of how he's, coming at me. You see what I mean? It's that simple. You see what I'm saying? So,
So 631, like Mr. Carl said, when she says, wow, he's an alpha male, she automatically knows that, wow, he's got other women vying for his attention. So what do I have to do to get his time? What do I have to do to separate myself from all the women? See, this kind of pings on that MGTOW thing. See, when you know what you're doing, everything changes because then you have the high ground. Your problem is you never had the high ground, sir. We got 2 other calls to grab, so we got to go. But I hope that we helped you out, big dog.
All right, good looks, bro.
All right, man. Hey, stop taking them motherfuckers out to dinner, man. All right. So, all right, no doubt. All right, we got 2 more calls, Mr. Locario.
Let's get it.
long distance. I don't know, the other out of the country. 351. Did you have a question or comment, sir? All right, we'll put you back in. You guys silent. Let's go. Area code 865. Did you have a question or comment, sir? 865.
Yo, what's going on, Steve the Dean Locario?
What's up?
What's popping?
Not much, man. Yeah, Dean. I'm part of the men mindset, man. I've been stepping my game up with the conversation classes and shit, and I've been getting a lot of dates. But I've been having trouble like keeping my roster because, you know what I'm saying, I got my shit going on, but when I tell the bitches like, look, I just want to date and get to know you, you know, because a lot of these bitches out here are ratchet. Like they might look good, but they don't really bring nothing to the table. So I'm kind of like filling these bitches out. So I'm losing a lot of bitches at the same time because I guess they feel like I'm a real man and they want to like don't want to stay with the program.
Well, that's not okay. Let me explain.
So I'm losing a lot of bitches at the same time.
Well, yeah. Let me tell you something. You're going to lose a lot of women. You're going to lose a lot of women because one thing women are used to is control. Some women don't want to give up the control, and some women realize when they lose control, they don't. Not give up control, but they don't want to lose control as well. So wait, let me hold on. You got the noise in the background. Let's put that. Let me mute that out. But what I'm saying to you is this, big guy, is that as long as you're honest, see, the thing is you're gonna win and lose some. But I love the fact that you're honest with them. And even though you might lose some because you're honest, your best thing that's going on right now, okay, for you right now that you don't even know about is that if you look outside your window or open up your door and look out, just look out there, you got millions of reasons why she's going to come back to you. Because when you throw her back in the ocean, and then what women start to do is they start to compare. You know, when you're assertive, when you're doing all the things that you're doing right now, she will compare that to another guy. You know, Mr. Carl, they used to have TV, and like all TV shows, they used to have, like, I used to watch these Tide ones, and they always had Tide versus what? Brand X. Every commercial, every ad you always see, it is the product versus brand X. And what do they always do? They always compare. And this is your advantage, 865, because you are the brand. And what she's going to do when she goes out there, she's going to compare you to all the millions of brand X guys out there who don't know what they're doing. Like the last call, cupcaking. Let me take you out to the movie. Let me buy you dinner. Can I buy you a drink? Is it okay if I touch your hand? Can I hug you now? What do you like in a guy? When was your last boyfriend? Where did you go to school? That's brand X. And that's the advantage that you have, 865, because once she starts to realize that you were the top of the line, she is there. Well, not her, but the ones that leave are always going to come back. Miss Locario, what you got on that, fam?
Yeah, and I think guys got to stop being worried about chicks who leave them or chicks who don't really vibe with them. You understand? That's part of the game too. You got to get rid of some chicks. You're going to have to get chicks out of your circle anyway because they're not really cooperating. They're not really vibing with you. That's just part of the game. See, you know, a real player, a real dude who's really getting shit popping is always losing chicks. You feel what I'm saying? If that's what it is, because he's always on the move. He's always, you know, moving and shaking, meeting new girls here and there. And the thing is, in your situation, like you're saying, because you want some real shit, what happens is that it doesn't leave room for a lot of women to bullshit you. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times they're looking for the guy that they can play games with. They're looking for the guy that they can control. They're looking for the guy that they can manipulate. Once they realize from the jump that they can't manipulate you, that's when some of them aren't gonna want to fuck with you. You see what I'm saying? But just off rip, because they're looking to be able to see if they can manipulate you. Because, like, you know, like the other caller was saying, he was going out on all these dates, doing all this and all of that. Sometimes women, they'll see, okay, this guy is the type of guy who's going to be doing that type of stuff, and he's going to be okay with doing that type of stuff because I know he wants to have sex with me, but he's not man enough to let me know that's what he's trying to do. He's not man enough to be honest with me and let me know what's popping. So since he's not man enough, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take advantage of this sucker. You see what I mean? And so the thing is, once she realizes that you're man enough to tell her what it is, once she realizes that you're not a sucker, then she's like, damn, I can't get over on this dude. Well, fuck it. I guess I'm not going to fuck with him. You see what I mean? And that's what it is. You see what I mean? So you're going to run into those women who they know they can't bullshit you, so they just don't want to deal with you because there's no room for them to run their bullshit game on you, and that's why you're gonna lose those chicks. You see what I'm saying? But it's a good thing, so you get those chicks out of your situation quickly, and then you keep moving and do what you got to do.
Oh man, yeah.
So,
and real quick, and we got you 351. And the best thing, Mr. Locario, is they always come back.
Right. It's true.
That's the thing that you got to understand. They always come back, fam, because the thing that y'all don't understand that Mr. Carl teaches you in your membership, his membership, the badboymembership.com, what I teach in my membership, what we teach, we are setting you up for the comeback.
Mm-hmm.
Because when they taste, again, when they get a sample of what it's like to be a man and they compare, you will always win because there's more of them out there than you, 865. So every time she goes out, every date, every text, every approach makes her want to come back to you that much more because she knows that there's something special about you and there's nothing special about them at all. So let's grab this other call real quick. This is, I guess, another out of the country. Let's try him again. 351, what country are you calling from, big guy?
I'm calling from Portugal.
Okay, Portugal. Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
Yeah, I have a girl, we dated on my high school and we returned contact last year. And she's a very attractive girl. She's a model. And we dated. But right now she told me that, we should better be friends, last year. And you know what? I told her, no, I don't want to be a friend with you. I want to be a fuck buddy or a good boyfriend or something like that. And she said, no. She said, I want to be your friend. And right now I sent her a message, I would say this week, saying, you know what? I decided to play a bit. I don't know if I did right. You know what? I think we were much better friends than boyfriend or girlfriend. And she said, yeah, that's right. We are friends right now. But I would like to have sex with her. She's virgin. At least she told me. I'd like to have your help if I was explicit.
Okay, Mr. Carr, you got that first. Go ahead, sir.
Damn, what's up with all these guys with these virgins?
I know it's the virgin show, man.
Oh man. Well, look. The thing is. See, what was hard about this too is that, she first said to you that she wants to be friends. You let her know you ain't trying to be friends, and she's like, well, I don't want to, be on some boyfriend girlfriend sex stuff, right? But then you sort of came back at her on some, well, let's sort of hang out and yeah, I'll be friends with you, or yeah, I want to be your friend now, whatever. See. The thing is, was messing the whole thing up is that you're following her. You see what I'm saying? You're following her thing because she's the one that brought up friends. So now you're trying to go in the friend route, or you're trying to act like you've decided, yeah, I'll just be friends with you, but you're still trying to get in the door of fucking her. See, that's not really the way you go at it. You understand what I'm saying? The thing is that all you need to do, and this is what we were talking about with the other caller about how, women will get back to you. All you need to do is you need to position yourself as the guy who's the guy she can fuck at some point. Because right now she's saying, no, I don't want to do blah, blah, blah. Then you tell her, hey, well, listen, when you change your mind, not if, but when you change your mind, give me a call. You understand what I'm saying? And then you leave it at that. Now, if you see this girl around or whatever, you can still say hi to her, be cordial or whatever. But every time you talk to her or speak to her, or if she calls you up just to say hi one day, it's always you bringing it back to, hey, when are we going to be fucking? Or, yo, holler at me when you want to fuck. Are you fucking? No, we're not fucking today. Well, I'll holler at you later. Every time she interacts with you, it should be about that. It should never be about anything else, because what you want to happen is you want her to realize that the only way she's going to be able to talk to you, see you, interact with you at any point is if she's going to be fucking you. Now, if she doesn't, and this is what it does, it's going to do one of two things. Either she's going to hit you up to smash, to have sex, or she's going to leave you alone. Either way, you're not going to be wasting your time, because you going down the route of trying to be her friend and doing all this other stuff, it's just going to be frustrating, because you're going to continuously try to creep into trying to have sex with her. She's going to notice that, and she's not going to want to have sex with you because she notices that you're doing that. Instead of you just falling back, letting her know, hey, I want to have sex. Holler at me when you want to have sex, and then we can make it happen. If not, cool. If we do, then we make it happen. If not, then you could keep it moving. So you got to position yourself as the guy who just wants sex. Don't go down that friend thing. You understand? Because that's not going to work. That's not the thing that's going to get you closer to fucking her. It's not going to happen.
Just to piss her off a little bit, I didn't say that to be her friend. I just said that to, okay, you're better friend than lover. That's what I said to her.
But big guy,
I don't know if I did right.
You did wrong. You did wrong, buddy. You did wrong. Okay. All right. Here's the thing, man. If you're in Portugal and I told you to come visit me in the States, okay? And you're like, okay, Steve, well, I'll go visit you, Mr. Locario, in the States. You got on the airplane and you looked in the cockpit and you saw 3 blind ass men in the cockpit feeling around the buttons and shit like they don't know what the fuck they doing. Would you get on that plane and fly?
No.
Why not? Tell me why.
Because they don't know what they're doing.
Oh shit, Eureka! All right. Exactly. Let me tell you something about women, and I hate this is a virgin show, but god damn it. But let me tell you something about women. Women will always tell you shit that they won't do. And they the biggest fucking lie. I would never suck a dick on the first date. I'm not that kind of girl. I would never do this, and I would never do that. And you know what someone like myself and Miss Locario do when they throw that shit at us? We were like, okay. It's like water rolling off the back of a duck. We don't even listen or entertain that bullshit, because that's the front that they use to you guys. Right. You fell for the okie doke, big guy. Look, maybe she's a virgin. Yes. Maybe she's all those things. But what does it have to do with you? What does it have to do with you? And your problem was you want this pussy so bad that you would go against your own principles and become friends with someone thinking you won't get backdoor pussy. No. What I'm telling you is this. Listen, if you're a virgin, okay, so what? So you know what? Every time we talk on the phone, do you think I'm going to be like, well, hey, Susie, how was your day? Yeah, the birds were chirping, and yeah, how's that pussy virgin doing? No. Every time we look, she's going to know this. If she calls me or texts me, I'm talking about hooking up. I'm going to hold the line and maintain that this is all you're worth to me. I don't want to be your friend.
She told me that she wants to lose. I don't know if I can interrupt you. She told me that she wants to lose her virginity. She wants to have sex with somebody that is special to her. Not a boyfriend, not somebody who wants to be her fuck buddy or just casual.
Well, but right. But how can you be special to her when you're playing by her rules?
Mm-hmm. Facts.
How can you okay. Listen? Here's the secret. 252 will bring you in 1 second. Women don't want what they can easily obtain. They want to fucking fight for it, just like how men should behave and stuff. Listen, you have not listen. It'd be one thing if you knew she was a virgin. You know she wants to give the pussy up to that guy, right? Well, let's go back and let's rewind real quick. What happens if you go see Mr. Locario in the States? You get on the plane, you look in the cockpit, you hear these guys like breaker 359. We get in 869. You know, they doing all the airport or all the airplanes. She'd be like, oh, okay. I'm just gonna go and get on the plane and fly. You're not making. See, the thing with you guys is, look, I keep telling you, the pussy is already yours. You shouldn't be going. Listen, when you're going after something that's yours, they know that you don't have any game or a mouthpiece, because the ones that know what they're doing don't give a fuck about the pussy because it's already ours.
Mm-hmm.
I've just got to show her when she gets on my plane, when she looks in that cockpit, that she can feel comfortable, safe, and turned on all at the same time. You're not doing that. Mr. Locario, what you got on that, fam?
Yes, that's the thing. Like, I like that you said that, the reason why he's not special to her is because he's sort of following her direction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the thing, because what you're thinking is, you're thinking, well, she wants to lose it to someone she feels special to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be her friend, and then since I'm her friend and she gets to know me, then she's going to see me as a special guy. Yep. Like, so that's what he's thinking. You know what I mean? But what you got to understand is that what turns a woman on and what makes a woman want you, what makes a woman want you in a sexual manner, is you being that masculine dude, you being that guy that she follows. You know what I'm saying? So if you set the precedent and say, hey, listen, this is what I'm trying to do. If you trying to make that shit happen, we're going to make it happen. If not, then you can keep moving. That's going to make her say, damn, this guy knows what he wants. This guy is going his way. I want to see if I could tag along with him. I'm noticing that he's not really following me, so that makes her want to follow you. You see what I mean? So that's the thing you got to understand. So don't be going in that direction of thinking you have to bend over backwards and try to make shit happen for her. Figure out what you're trying to do. Let her know what it is and let her follow you. You see what I mean? That's all you got to do.
Tell her and tell her, I don't want, call her ass up and tell her, look, you know what? I don't want to be your friend. You know what? I thought about it. Why? Because there's nothing special about you. You're boring. There's nothing great about you. Why do you know what? And I'm not trying to be rude to you, but you know what? No, you can have it. Why? Because you're a waste of my time.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they want to hear. See, that's what opens up the legs. It's not following her narrative, because that means if you follow her narrative, you're gonna be on a time. You gotta wait 3 months to get a hug. You gotta have to wait an extra month, and maybe you get to be lucky enough to touch her leg. Then you gotta wait 3 or 4 more months to get a hug, and maybe you get to grab her butt cheek. I mean, you can do all that while Miss Locario is fucking her within a month, within a few weeks. Why? Because he's not following her narrative. He's controlling the board. He's saying, look, I'm not these other motherfuckers. Hey, look, all that silly shit that you tell all these suckers that believe that shit, I don't give a fuck what you think. I don't care what you say. Oh, and you know what? The best thing, and 252 will bring you in 1 second. The best thing she's going to say real quick to you, dog, is that Miss Locario, you're such a jerk. Mr. Locario, you're such an asshole. Mr. Locario, you're you're just all selfish and you're conceited. And you know what? Those are key words for Miss Locario to get the pussy. I'm not saying he's gonna get it right off the bat. He might get a little bit of dome first. She might give him some, I normally he'll get this. Well, I told you before, I normally don't do this, but let me suck it. Start sucking his dick. I normally don't do this, but kiss come in my face. I normally don't do this, but I start playing my pussy. I normally and start doing that shit.
Right.
Why? Because Miss Locario isn't going after something that is already his. He doesn't have to go after the pussy. He just got to show her that you're dealing with Mr. Locario. You're dealing with a motherfucker who gets pussy. What's so special about you? That's what's gonna get him the pussy. Not
so
yes.
So I just tell her that it said what you said. So I just think again, and I don't want to be your friend. You have nothing special. I just should tell her that, right?
Every time you talk to her, flirt with her. Every time you talk to her, talk shit to her. Because listen, you already fucked up. Now let me be honest with you. You've already fucked up by telling her you don't want to be a friend. Then you came back and told her, I want to be your friend, right? You said I want to be your friend, right? She's like this.
Yeah, a year after, I waited a year.
Right. Well, oh, wait, you could be 4 years. It doesn't matter. You know in those cartoons where like they tell Mr. Locario, well, I'm gonna blow up the bank. Well, here's my plan, and they rub their hands together. Well, that's what she's doing with you. She's rubbing her hands together. I got another sucker on my roster that I'm gonna dangle the pussy to, and he's gonna kiss my ass, and I'm not gonna fuck him. That's all you've done, man. So you have nothing to lose now. Mr. Carr, you got something to say before we bring in 252?
Yeah, and he said he was waiting a year. That's another problem. That the fact that you've been making this woman that important that it's been a year and you're still even like thinking about her or interacting with her in that way where it's that serious. You understand what I'm saying? Like that shit, that right there is telling you you're putting too much value on this girl. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta set that shit and forget it. You tell this girl, look, this is what I want to do. Call me when you want to do that. End the story. That's it. That's what you gotta do.
We gotta let him go. We got another call. Mr. Carr, I can't even spell a year. What the fuck is a year?
Thank you.
All right, buddy. Hey, Mr. Locario, I wish if Mr. Carr, if you ever hear me tell you on the air, say, hey, Mr. Carr, you know what? I met a girl and I want a year to get to know her better. Call the fucking police, Locario. Just hang the don't be this. Don't give me that yo. I'm the bad boy. Just say, all right, nigga, hang the phone up. Call the firing squad. I'm in trouble. SOS, brother. Help me.
Nah, real shit.
God. All right, let's bring in area code 252. This will be the last one because we kind of ran a little bit late. So, Mr. Area code 252, you're up, sir. What's up? What's your question?
Hey, what's up, Buzz? What's up, Steve? Hey, man, I got a question. I remember a few shows back, you said you was gonna make the fuck bag for the Man Mindset members.
Yes.
You still gonna do that?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, that's all I want to know. Cause I'm one of the members up there.
Okay, all right, yeah. I added 2 new videos today. We're working on some new stuff, but I will do the fuck bag. Yeah, I will talk about that. But okay, but yeah, we all right. Okay, all right. Thank you, brother. But real quick, Mr. Locario.
Yeah.
This is the thing, brother, Mr. Locario. The guys that listen to this show have to understand this. They have to understand that we do not play by the rules that are governed by what is known as dating 101. We don't do that. And as long as they're doing that, they're not going to have the success, man. What's your take on that real quick?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys gotta really just step it up because, man, a lot of dudes, and this is what I noticed. This is the crazy part. A lot of guys got this mentality where they'll do any and everything for pussy. And because you got the mentality of you do any and everything for pussy, that's actually the reason why it's hard for you to get it. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going outside of yourself. You're like getting out of character just to try to attain this thing. But in order for you to really get it, in order for you to really make stuff happen, you got to be that man. You got to be, you got to figure out what's valuable about you, what's interesting about you, because that's what makes the girls want to give it to you. You understand? Because I think guys get confused. They think that they're listening to women. Like last caller, he's like, oh, she wants to be my friend, so let me just be her friend and give her what she wants, and then so she'll give me what I want. And that's not the way to go. You understand? You have to let chicks know what you want, what you're about, and then they will follow you, because part of what turns a woman on is you leading. You understand what I'm saying? You telling her what's going to go down. This is why women like when you approach them, when you set the date, when you are the one orchestrating the situation, because they want to follow you. You understand? That's part of what turns them on. So if you're doing anything for them, if you're doing anything to get to be like, well, she said she want this, so I'm gonna do this. Or she said, as soon as you go down that route, you've already lost her. You understand? Because she'll use you for attention. She'll use you for the ego boost. She'll use you for the friend zone. You understand? But she's not going to see you as a guy she wants to have sex with. She's not going to see you as a guy she wants to really be with because you are not displaying yourself as that dude. You see what I mean? So, you know, it's crazy, man.
No, I got one. Can you just read this real quick email? Because this is what we were saying. Just real quick. Okay. Here's the email. Check this out. I've been dating a girl for 2 months. I've talked to her and I told her I've been very clear. I'm not looking for anything serious. She's been sucking my dick every time I see her. She's really good at it. I enjoy hanging out with her, but she's been holding out having sex with me and said that she has promised herself that she will only have sex with someone who she really cares about, i.e. a boyfriend. We talk about how great sex would be when we're lying in the bedroom, but she has said that she wants to be taken on She wants to be taken on a nice dinner date to a nice restaurant. Man, stop laughing, man. Shit, motherfucker. Stop me, Locario. Look, a nice restaurant before we have sex. And he's asking me, it sounds like she really wants to have sex with me, but she wants it to be a special night. What do I need to do? This is what hold on one second. 647, you'll be the last call, but hold on. I want to get Miss Locario's take. 647, we'll bring in 1 second. Miss Locario, this is what I'm talking. What is your take on that real quick? What's your take on that?
That's some bullshit. That's all manipulation, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, because she's like, oh, I want you to do this and do that, and then I'll feel special and have sex with you. No, hell no. You feel what I'm saying? You could just keep sucking my dick if that's the case. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm not doing all that shit just to fuck you. Because again, it's not about that. It's about, y'all gotta understand, it's about power. They're trying to control the situation. Because soon as you do take her out and do all that dumb shit, she got you. You understand? Once a chick realizes that she got you, then that's when the disrespect and you know her attraction is gonna be less and less for you, strictly based off of the fact that you just followed what she said to do because you wanted some pussy, because that shows you're weak. You feel what I'm saying? You don't understand this game, guys. You know what I mean? But what's your thoughts, Steve?
Yeah, like I say, real quick, 647, you read the last call. The reason you have Miss Locario and myself doing this is because we have been to the places that you haven't been at, and we're trying to show you what to do to avoid the traps. But Locario, look, the fact that she told him she needed to go on a nice date in a nice restaurant is telling me what I always tell you. It's a scale, Mr. Locario. So basically, it's this. If you don't have a mouthpiece, you can't make her pussy wet. You've got to balance out certain things. So when you don't know what you're doing, that's why you have to take her to a restaurant.
Right.
Hold her hand and walk her through the pond. You got to push her on the swing. She's got to be on the other end of the field, and y'all have to run with your arms open because your mouthpiece and you're not getting her pussy wet. So you've got to do a bunch of other bullshit to balance out the scale to make her feel like she's fucking somebody. But anyway, here's the last call, Mr. Locario. I know you got to go. This is the very last call. 647, you are the last call. What do you have for us, man? What's your question?
Hey guys, how you doing? First off, I just want to say thanks for everything you guys do. I follow both of you guys. Steve, I've been listening to what you have to say, and I've been using my business cards, and I find that it's being really effective for me. The one question I have is, like, I'm getting girls, like, I'm lining up dates and stuff like that, like for ice cream and coffee. But my main issue is the conversation. So that's basically my question. Like, the conversation skills, like, what questions should I be asking? And that's the kind of thing that I'm having an issue with, is the conversation, because I don't know what to say.
Okay. Two things I say before I throw to Mr. Cario. Okay. What I would tell you to do is either go get the conversation class 1. Okay. Get the conversation class 1.
Okay.
Or the texting toolkit, because I do have some icebreaker questions that you can ask that most guys don't ask that will throw her off and give you the advantage, number one. But here's the problem with that.
Okay.
If you don't have anything, listen, I can send you into battle and we can get through the first level, but we haven't even attacked the castle yet. So the conversations with the conversation class, what you got to understand is it's not asking the boring questions of what you say. See, a lot of you guys think when you go on dates with women, you got to play tennis by, you know, the who, what, where, why, when, regular old questions. What I want to show you with the conversation classes is that you have a story to tell. You have a story to tell, okay? And let me give you a quick example because I'm throwing to Mr. Kari, okay? Just a real quick example. When you were, and I always do this to the guys. Real quick example. Hey, when you were a little kid, what was your favorite cereal?
Probably maybe Cheerios.
All right, so you like Cheerios? Wait, you like Cheerios better than like Fruity Pebbles?
Yeah, well, in Canada, remember we don't have all the stuff you got.
Okay, so
we don't got that.
All right, so you ate Cheerios. Okay, what did you like about Cheerios so much? What was it about Cheerios that you like so much?
The fact that they're I guess because it's sweet. I don't know, like that. Yeah, just that they're sweet and not too sugary because.
All right.
Man, I always had a problem with cavities, so my mom always had to get me
I understand. And let me guess. While you eat your Cheerios on Saturday night, were you watching Saturday morning cartoons and shit? What was the favorite cartoon you used to watch?
I used to watch everything, man. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, all that stuff when I was a young kid.
And then after your cartoons and stuff like that, did you go outside and play games or hang out with your friends and shit? What was the things y'all used to do?
After that, I probably to watch cartoons in the morning because they're on that early. But I'm a soccer player, so at 10 o'clock I'd be watching Premier League in England. So I'll be watching soccer, and then by that time I'd have soccer practice after that. So because I'm very athletic.
All right, stop right there. Okay, real quick.
That was a basic thing.
All right, stop right there, real quick. Let me just show you what I did. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is how the conversation class work. I control the narrative. We talked about Cheerios, okay? Now, again, I could have taken the fact that now remember, because this is part of listening. I could have taken the fact that, you know what, you were talking about Cheerios and how sweet they are. That could have been a whole different conversation. I could have took it that way if I wanted to. But what I did, I moved you from cereal to cartoons. You were telling me about the cartoons you used to watch, and then afterwards, you would watch soccer. I could have taken it that route and discussed things. Then the last thing, you would say after you did that, you went to soccer practice. I could have taken it that route. You see what I'm saying? What I'm doing, I just give you an example is for instance, if I'm talking to a woman about her favorite ice cream, so to speak, right? By the time I'm done talking to her, I'm talking about her on the beach sucking my dick. Why? Because just like what I did with you with the Cheerios, the cartoons, and you playing soccer, is the same way that I can move. That's what we're showing you, how to move the conversation where you cut. See, I'm gonna use Mr. Locario as a quick example. See, Mr. Locario get talking to women, he do the same shit. What I'm saying, same thing. You know why? Because he's not talking about bullshit. He's getting to the point. And the end game is her facing the pillow and her ass in the air. But you got to be able to talk to her without making it feel like an interview. When you talk to somebody and she feels like she's known you all her life, that's when she opens up. That's when she begins to flirt. Locario, what you got on that, man?
Man, real talk. And, the thing is, the reason why I think, too, a lot of guys have issues with this is because, like you said you sometimes don't know what to say. And what can help you, too, also know what to say is figuring out first what you want and what you're trying to find out about the girl. You know what I mean? So for example, when I talk to chicks, I want to know if they got kids or not. I want to know if, I want to know how sexual they are. I want to know, all these different things. So based off of what I want to know, that gives me the questions I ask. You see what I'm saying? And then just like Steve was saying, you guide the questions or you guide the conversation in the direction where you want to go. So let's say if I'm chilling with a girl and I meet some girl at the bar and I'm actually trying to get her home with me tonight. So I want to know how sexual she is. You understand what I'm saying? And I want to know maybe if she got kids, if she, what's her family life or whatever. So I might ask her questions like that. I'll be like, yo, so what's your thoughts on having kids? You got any kids? You understand? So then now we're talking about that. You understand? Then I might move the conversation into a sexual direction. I'll be like, hey, a lot of times I'll be talking to girls and they be acting like they don't like sex. On a scale of 1 to 10, how freaky are you? How freaky are you? On some real shit. 10 being real freaky. So now if she says, oh, I'm about an 8, I'm like, cool, that's what's up. So since you were 8, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to take you back to the crib. Blah, blah. So I'm just guiding the conversation to where I want it to go. I'm saying in my mind, I want to get her back to my place. If I want to get her back to my place, I want to start talking about sex at some point. You understand what I'm saying? If I want to start talking about sex at some point, I'm going to lead whatever I'm doing before that into the talk about sex. So it's really just guiding the conversation, figuring out what you really want to talk about, and then keeping that going. You see what I mean? And then it all runs smoothly. You see what I'm saying? So again, if you figure out what you're trying to do or what you want or what you like, that gives you sort of the guidelines to have the conversation. And just like Steve was saying, being able to go from this point to this point to that point, because you are the one controlling the conversation. You're the one controlling the direction. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
you guys make it easy, straight.
No, it is. Wait, no. Let me tell you something. It's so easy. It's complicated. That's how easy. We're not telling you to reinvent the wheel. The wheel is fine. You just got to listen to what we tell you and just follow it. Because when you begin to do it and listen to Mr. Locario, you listen to myself, all of a sudden, she's going to want to be with you because she's going to realize you're not brand X. There's something different about you. Most guys are not assertive. Most guys will not stop me on the street and tell me why they stopped me and tell me what they want to do. But you're doing that? Oh, shit. So if it's this fun, I got to get your number because it seems like the amusement park you have is better than the one that they have. So let me get on and ride that motherfucking dick.
and on top of that, real quick, is I want you to go back and listen to the playback of when Steve was asking you the questions. Because if you notice, it seemed like you didn't really necessarily notice what exactly he was doing while he was doing it, because he was doing it so smooth that it seemed natural. You see what I'm saying? And so if you listen to the playback, you were answering his questions and you kept answering it and you kept going even at the time where Steve sort of stopped and cut it off because you were so invested in the conversation. You see what I'm saying? How it goes with the girl.
Hey, Locario, we'd have kept that shit going. He'd be like, yeah, well, my mom told me I can't eat the sweet because my tooth would have fallen out. And then when I was a little kid,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You guys had to.
All right, well, 647, we'll throw you back in. Well, Ms. Locario, I know it's we started off late, but go ahead and wrap this up and tell them how to get to you and all this other stuff, fam.
Yeah, man. So, guys, make sure you hit me up at MrLocario.com so you can get tickets to the Truth About the Game seminar. Also, go to badboymembership.com so you can join the membership where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. And also follow me on Instagram at Real Mr. Locario. So at Real Mr. Locario, and I'll holler at you guys.
All right, and guys, I just want to let everybody know, for my Man Mindset members, I just want to let y'all guys know that I just released 2 new videos for you guys, and by request, I'm going, as soon as we hang this up, I'm gonna work on the bag, the fuck bag. I'll do that for my members and put that out as well. But just to let you guys know, don't forget we have a show tonight at 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Man Mindset Show. So y'all get in there, let's holler, let's chop it up, and we will definitely talk to you later. It's Tuesday, 7:00 p.m. That's today at 7:00 p.m. I want to thank Mr. Locario. Make sure y'all support Mr. Locario, support the movement, because let me tell you guys something. I always talk, I hate to pull Mr. Locario out on this one, but you know what? I always tell you about a show called Shark Tank. And if one shark is good, when you got 2 motherfucking sharks, that's much better.
Right.
So the greater the game that you're going to learn. And that's what we're saying. We're here to show y'all how to be great men, better men. We don't want you to be brand X, just to be better. But anyway, thank you, Miss Locario. Sorry for the late run, but we will see you next Tuesday morning, same time, 11 East.
Yeah.
11 East or Thursday morning. And guys, we will talk to you guys later. Miss Locario, tell them we out, man.
All right, we out, people. Peace.
We out. Peace.
Later.